The view from a satellite is superior to that from a ground-based telescope. This is because satellites penetrate through the atmosphere's layers past the clouds, dust, and molecules that obscure terrestrial observations. TV signals could only travel so far until satellites were invented, and all TV signals are one way. Consequently, they would rapidly fade away into space rather than arc around Earth. The view would occasionally be obstructed by mountains or skyscrapers. Another problem we can't overlook are long-distance phone calls. Constructing a telephone network across great distances or below the surface presents significant challenges and high expenses. In 1957, humans successfully launched the first artificial satellite into orbit, forever altering the landscape of our home planet. Early on, humans started relying on satellites for more and more things, including communication and weather monitoring. Let's take a look at 9 of the amazing satellites we have sent out into space. Number 9. Sputnik 1. Russia announced the first launched artificial satellite into space in October 1957, and it shocked the globe. Sputnik 1 was an aluminum alloy sphere the size of a basketball that orbited the Earth 1,440 times in 21 days before its signal was lost and, more crucially, launched humanity into the space age. The Soviet mission provided important insights about satellite performance and atmospheric density on Earth. By the 4th of January 1958, Sputnik 1 had orbited the Earth for an entire year before it was destroyed upon re-entry. 3 months after Russia discovered the radiation belt surrounding Earth, the United States did the same thing with its first satellite, Explorer 1. Number 8. Hubble Space Telescope. First and foremost among NASA's great observatories was the Hubble Space Telescope, HST. The initial construction of the HST cost about $2 billion, and ongoing maintenance and operations have cost over $10 billion. Hubble's ability to snap hundreds of magnificent photographs without the blurring effects of Earth's atmosphere was well worth the cost, since it has allowed more people to experience the wonder and beauty of space than any other observatory. That's definitely something we appreciate. What about you? Number 7. Voyager. Voyager 1, which was launched in 1977 alongside its twin, Voyager 2, is still functioning normally. Voyager 1 has gone above and beyond its original mission to investigate the outer planets of the solar system, which includes studying Jupiter and Saturn. It found volcanoes on Jupiter's moon and fresh information about Saturn's rings. Not only did it take the first ever picture of our solar system in its entirety in 1990, but it also became the first human-made probe to enter interstellar space in 2012. Do you want to go to interstellar space, or is that too far from home? Number 6. Galaxy 14. Digital TV signals including ESPN, Lifetime, Sci-Fi, CNN, A&E, and my personal favorite, the History Channel, are transmitted down the whole East Coast via this communications relay. Definitely gotta follow this satellite and keep it up in space. Number 5. KH-13. It's so top secret that even the name of the US spy satellite is likely inaccurate. The government started giving out random names after people caught onto the KH numbering system. Who knows what today's top secret state-of-the-art satellites can do for intelligence gathering. Number 4. GPS IIR-11. Through its Navstar initiative, the United States government provided the military and later the general people with the ability to use global positioning systems. IIR-11 is only one cog in a much larger machine, but it is a crucial component nonetheless. If we didn't have it, we'd get lost rather often. Number 3. NOAA-17. The NOAA satellites, in contrast to the GOES satellites, orbit in different directions, allowing them to monitor weather patterns everywhere in the world. The GOES-12 is a satellite with similar capabilities, maintaining a near constant vigil over the weather across much of North America, from a similarly high geosynchronous orbit. In contrast to the GOES-12, however, the NOAA-17 impacts a global population of billions. Number 2. LANDSAT 7. In the 1970s, NASA and the United States worked together to conduct a geological survey and compile a library of photographs of Earth taken from orbit. There have been many technological advancements in digital photography since then, and many firms, including Google, have licensed the photographs for their mapping tools, so the quality of the data is much higher now. Number 1. International Space Station. It is a frontier outpost on the path to space colonization and a symbol of worldwide collaboration. The International Space Station is one of the most visible satellites in the sky due to its very low orbit. In the fall of 1998, the first components of the International Space Station, ISS, blasted off from Earth, one from Russia and one from the United States. Piece by piece, they were connected in space until the first crew landed on November 2, 2000. Astronauts from around the world are now conducting a wide variety of experiments on board the ISS. Though changes have been necessary over the years, both mechanically and diplomatically, the ISS has already been in orbit around the Earth for over 20 years, and in 2018, legislation was passed to keep it running until 2030. After invading Ukraine, Russia stated it would end its relationship with the International Space Station and pull out of the ISS in 2024. Satellites really do the most. We can't survive without them for sure, especially millennials. Do they even know how to use a map? We bet not. Curious about more vehicles in space? Well, don't miss out on our video about 5 insane rockets you have never heard of. We'll see you there.